Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. I hope everyone had a great 3 days off. I got to paint this weekend. This is my third painting since COVID-19. I've had so much more time between not giving softball lessons and travel ball's been canceled. So I actually painted, it's called The Secret Garden. You can find it on YouTube. It was awesome. I've done a couple other this. I'm not the best, but it's nice for a stress release. Also, I wear braids today. I rarely wear braids because the kids tease me. They tell me I'm either Heidi or Helga, depending on my mood. I always joke about it. But anyways, I wanted to talk about first aid kits. At the daycare centers and the in-homes, this is really interesting because when I was in Texas, we were required to have a first aid kit in our in-home, and they would have like a list of supplies that had to be in your first aid kit. So if you were missing it, you actually had to go out and buy it. And I know like one of them was like the disinfectant for the wounds and stuff, so I had to go buy that separately. But what was really interesting is they always licensing would come in and they looked for the tweezers in my first aid kit. It was like a big deal. Like even here in Missouri, I'll never forget one of the providers said the licensing rep came in and she had her measuring tape, and anything lower than 4 feet, if it was like medicine or anything, it had to be up higher. And her licensing rep, it was all about 4 feet or higher. Anything safety, she was on a roll about it. And licensing reps come in and they would talk about different things. It just depends on your rep. But as far as the first aid kit goes, what's really interesting, when I moved from Texas to Missouri and I have my daycare centers, they don't require first aid kits. They do, but they don't, but it's not in the licensing rules. And so I thought this was really funny because in Texas, they have to have a tweezer in the licensing kit. Here in Missouri, I don't have to have a licensing. I don't have to have those first aid kits. But what I did do is I do have them, and we do have backpacks in the classroom for when they go outside. Fanny packs are really good. I used to joke I'd never wear a fanny pack, but one of my centers, they have fanny packs for your first aid kits for when they go outside so a teacher doesn't go out of ratio to come back inside. But as far as the first aid kit goes, the other day, I actually had to call a parent. We have tweezers in our first aid kit here in Missouri, and we are not allowed to take out a splinter. We had a kid that's hand, he was hurting, we looked at it. His splinter was infected. Hi, Dawn, how are you? Hi, Jessica. And so anyways, I had to call a parent. She came on her lunch hour because her kid's splinter was infected, and we are not allowed to use the tweezers. We cannot use it. It's considered a medical procedure. And so I had to have the mom take it out because we would be liable if it got worse or something else happened. So it's been really interesting to see how this has been playing out with the first aid kits. We just got another box to hang up on the wall. I do have little medicine cabinets. We just put another one in the classroom. That way they don't have to go to the kitchen to go get that or have the cook bring it to them, because we do have one in the kitchen. But just make sure that all of your first aid kits are up to date too. They do expire, or if you're running low on supplies. Sometimes we forget about that and then we go to get a Band-Aid and there's not any in there. But I hope you all have an awesome day. Happy Tuesday, and thanks for watching.